lecture of IC engine fuel and lubricants. In last lecture we have discussed the air standard efficiency and their comparison. Now, we will start the fuel air cycle. Air standard efficiency, we have seen that the working substance was air, and air is, we have taken the perfect gas. So, the efficiency there we efficiency was the only the function of compression ratio and adiabatic index. So, this is the content of this lecture, fuel air cycle and factors affecting the fuel air cycle. So, in previous lecture the efficiency of air standard, it is 1, if we take about the case of Otto cycle, it is 1 upon R C to power gamma minus 1, where R C is compression ratio. So, in previous cases the thermal efficiency was the function of very few variables like compression ratio and the type of the medium taken gamma, if we talk about the Otto cycle. Now, we will talk about the fuel air cycle. So, here we know that if we see that in Otto cycle, here 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 1, in all the 4 processes the working substance is air. So, the properties of the working substance remains constant, we have assumed that. Now, in fuel air cycle, it is closer to the actual cycle. Here the working substance is the mixture of air, fuel, water vapor in air, residual gases after combustion remain in the clearance volume, and the fuel air ratio is changed during the engine operation. In the previous case, the fuel air ratio was not taken, that was based upon the air standard, the working substance was only air. Here we know that if we talk about the Otto cycle, at point 1 the air is entered and it is compressed to 2, then 2 to 3 heat addition from external source in case of air standard cycle, then 3 to 4 is the expansion, and then 4 to 1 is exhaust blow down process. So, heat rejection process. So, in previous case air heat is given from outside and heat is rejected to the outside medium, but here if we talk about the petrol engine. So, what happens in petrol engine? Through the carburetor, the air fuel already prepared mixture is sucked at the beginning of the compression here. So, from 1 to 2 the charge is compressed, air fuel mixture already prepared mixture. In case of petrol engine it is already prepared mixture, in case of diesel engine only the air is compressed, and in case of petrol engine only the charge means air fuel mixture is compressed. Then at point 2 we ignite the mixture, and after ignition you know that if air plus fuel reacted, it will give you some products and a huge amount of energy. So, in air fuel mixture products are formed, products are the combination of different gases like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, water vapor, sulfur dioxide. So, there are a number of gases are formed and the heat is liberated. So, in air fuel mixture in petrol engine 1 to 2 is charged, and at point 2 we ignite the mixture. So, if you ignite the mixture, what will happen? The products will be formed. So, suddenly at point 2 what happen? The properties is changed. Here the working substance is not the charge, here the 2 to 3 process, if we see from this diagram, the 2 to 3 process represent the, here the working substance is fuel mixture of fuel plus air plus residual gases combustion products. So, a complex type of substances here, it is a combination of different gases. So, working fluid here is the combination of these products as well as some charge, mixture of charge. So, here in that air standard cycle, we have taken the specific heat at constant pressure and specific heat at constant volume constant throughout the cycle. Cp and Cv was constant, they are not varying throughout the cycle. You can see through the PV diagram or TS diagram, throughout the cycle temperature is changing. So, temperature is not same at point 1, 2, 3, 4, it is changing at every state, it is changing. So, Cp and Cv here cannot be remain constant, because Cp and Cv is dependent upon the temperature. So, here in fuel air cycle the specific heats of the working fluid are not constant, but increases as temperature rises, but it is only exception for monoatomic gases. Also if Cp and Cv changed, then because adiabatic index gamma is the ratio of specific heat at constant pressure and specific heat at constant volume. So, gamma is also changes. In fact, if Cp and Cv is increased, gamma is decreased as temperature rises. So, gamma adiabatic index decreases as temperature rises. Next point, the products of combustion are subjected to dissociation. What is dissociation? Inverse of combustion is known as dissociation, means the products formed, let the products are formed, if it is complete combustion, then air plus fuel, if they burn give you the carbon dioxide and water vapor. So, this carbon dioxide at a higher temperature of combustion temperature is broken into carbon monoxide and oxygen. So, this is dissociation. So, because of dissociation temperature reduces, because dissociation absorb heat, and it is, I have told you that it is a reverse of combustion. Combustion is exothermic process and dissociation is endothermic process. So, when dissociation occurs, temperature goes down of the cycle of that process. So, the products of combustion here in fuel air cycle, I am telling you the comparison of air standard and fuel air cycle. So, in that we have taken, first point I have taken that Cp and Cv there was constant, here Cp and Cv will be increased as temperature increases. Second point, here dissociation occurs at higher temperature. Next point, we know that PV is equal to nRT, ideal gas equation, and represents the number of moles. So, you can see here from this diagram, the PV is equal to nRT. For a given temperature, the pressure varies with the number of molecules present after combustion. So, if the number of moles, if this number of moles are higher, let R is constant, T is constant, let V is the volume is constant of that combustion space, volume is constant. So, P is directly proportional to n number of moles. So, higher the molecules of combustion form, higher is the pressure. So, pressure of the cylinder depend upon the number of moles of the combustion products formed. And next point is the theoretical cycle based on the actual properties of the cylinder gases is called the fuel air cycle approximation, means theoretical cycle is based upon the actual properties of the mediums. It does not, because I mean to say that it does not take Cp and Cv as constant. Now, because here we have taken two things different from air standard, first is specific heat and another one is dissociation. So, when we draw this cycle, fuel air cycle, we will take some assumptions. The rest assumptions are same as that of air standard cycle, that all the processes are reversible adiabatic, compression and expansion. So, all the heat exchange process and expansion processes are reversible adiabatic, and combustion here is also instantaneous. instantaneous means at either for Otto cycle it is at constant volume, and for diesel cycle it is for at constant pressure. So, fuel air cycle takes the advantage of air standard cycle. Only the difference is variation in the specification and dissociation. We will take the effect of these two, and other other assumption are same as in the case of air standard cycle. You can see from here that specific heat at constant volume is, if we take it, is like this, the curve is this, and this is like a straight line for some degree, for some temperature, lower temperature up to 1000 degrees Celsius, and above 1000 degrees Celsius the variation is somewhat like a curve. So, the specific heat increases much more rapidly at higher temperature. It means that at higher temperature the if we the combustion takes place at 2000 degrees Celsius, the specific heat will be changed very fast, rapidly will be changed. So, the effect of specific heat for high temperature combustion process is very high. Now, this is the diagram how the variation of speeds can be explained from here. Specific heats decreases as temperature decreases during the expansion. Effect of variation in specific heats is to lower pressure and temperature at point 2 and 3, and hence to deliver less work than the corresponding cycle with the constant specific heat. I am explaining this here. You can see that cycle 1, 2, 3, 4 with constant specific heat, just like before air standard cycle. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, it represents the air standard Otto cycle. Now, cycle 1, 2 dash, 1, 2 dash, then 3 dash, and then 4 dash. 4 dash is above the 4 double dash. 4 dash is here and 4 double dash is here. So, 4 dash lies between 4 double dash and 4. So, 1 to 2, because gamma value as temperature from, we start from 1 to 2. So, from 1 to 2 we are compressing the charge. In case of petrol engine it is charge, fuel air mixture, already prepared mixture. So, it is a charge, and as temperature rises because of the compression, the gamma will goes down. So, the adiabatic index is lower here. So, this compression will follow this path 1 to 2 dash, not 1 to 2, it follows 1 to 2 dash. Then 2 dash is below the 2 point. Now, from 2 dash we start the ignition, and ignition instantaneous. Instantaneous means the volume here, this volume is called clearance volume, and this volume is known as swept volume. So, the clearance volume will not change until whole the charge is burnt, which is not possible practically. So, this same assumption was taken in the air standard efficiency, and here I am taking the same assumption of air standard efficiency. Only the I am taking the only the effect of change in specific heat and dissociation. So, specific heat is because of change of specific heat of the charge, the compression is from 1, not from 1 to 2, it will be 1 to 2 dash. Then heat addition 2 dash to 3, the temperature maximum rise was in air standard. Now, the maximum temperature rises T3 dash, because the combustion starts from this point. So, it will not reach here. So, 3 dash will be below the 3 point. Now, from 3 to 4 is represent the expansion with constant specific heat, but you know that when expansion takes place temperature goes down. So, when temperature goes down specific heat also goes down. So, if we take the effect of specific heat, the expansion will be 3 dash to 4 dash, 3 dash to 4 dash, and if we does not take the effect of specific heat, it will be from 3 dash to 4 double dash, which is written here. The effect of variation in specific heats is to lower pressure and temperature at point 2, means the specific, because of the change in specific heat, this pressure is P 2 after combustion is lower because of the specific heat, and also the maximum temperature is lower at 0.3, and hence to deliver less work. What is the effect of it? Because the work is the area of the PV diagram. So, if it is lower, the area will be lesser than the air standard. So, the work output is less. So, the hence to deliver less work than the corresponding cycle, air standard cycle with constant specific heats. So, this is about the how the change in specific heat affect the work output from the engine. Now, the second criteria is dissociation or chemical equilibrium loss. We can say it as chemical equilibrium loss also. So, what is dissociation? Dissociation is a reversible process, and it is a disintegration of a molecule. It is a reverse of combustion, and it is a heat absorbing process. You can see that 2 CO plus O2 gives you 2 CO2 plus heat. This is again, this is called association of the combustion products because in combustion product, if you take fuel plus air, let it gives you CO2, mixture of CO, oxygen, nitrogen oxide. So, this is association, and association liberated heat, and dissociation is just opposite to the dissociation. So, there is very little dissociation H2 vapor occurs, dissociation occurs in water vapor is very less. So, 2 H2 plus O2 is equal to 2 H2. Association of dissociation of carbon monoxide takes place very high rapid. So, at low temperature the proportion of CO2 is high, while at high temperature the proportion of CO is high. So, at high temperature, low temperature, the proportion of carbon dioxide is high at low temperature, because dissociation takes place at high temperature. So, concentration of CO2 will be higher at low temperature, and concentration of CO will be higher at higher temperature. So, dissociation can be studied from this diagram also. Effect of dissociation on temperature at different mixture strength. So, dissociation also, what is mixture strength? Mixture strength means either the fuel can be the charge in petrol engine, charge is a fuel air mixture. So, it is of three types, it is either rich or weak or theoretically stoichiometric. So, the stoichiometric is represented by this 0 line, this is stoichiometric, and here this is weak and it is rich, degree of richness. So, temperature when there is no dissociation occur, like in air standard cycle, the temperature, maximum temperature rises up to this point because of no dissociation. But in case of fuel air cycle, we use fuel air mixture, the dissociation occurs below the somewhat here. So, the maximum amount of dissociation occurs in the burnt gases of the chemically correct mixture, but decreases with the weaker and richer mixture. So, chemically correct, if the mixture is chemically correct, the maximum dissociation will be at this point, and if we go this side and this side, the dissociation decreases. There is no dissociation in the burnt gases of a weak fuel mixture, as the temperature produces too low. If the mixture is weak, the combustion temperature is low. So, there will be less dissociation. Dissociation is not desirable, it should not be there. So, that is why we try to use in IC engine weaker mixture. So, and if there is rich mixture, suppose you are going on down uphill side, then there will be rich mixture. So, during that point at rich mixture produces more carbon monoxide, because at rich mixture there is high temperature. So, there is more carbon monoxide present, and it suppresses the dissociation of carbon dioxide. Because if we are using the chemically correct chemical correct means the exact amount of air required for 1 kg of fuel, then the dissolution will be maximum, because the temperature is maximum. These are the factors affecting the fuel air cycles. Here the factors are compression ratio, air standard, in air standard only the factor was compression ratio. In fuel air cycle, another factor here is the fuel air ratio. So, what is the effect of fuel air ratio on these parameter: efficiency, maximum power, maximum temperature, maximum pressure, exhaust temperature and mean effective temperature. You can see here effect of compression ratio with thermal efficiency, it is like before. So, air standard, for air standard it represent for this, and for the fuel air mixture, if it is 90% means weak mixture, the efficiency is higher, and if we are using the rich mixture, the efficiency goes down. Effect of fuel air mixture. So, here the first of all, first output of our discussion, for lean mixture it is higher, because at lean we are using less fuel. So, the efficiency is higher. So, lean, for lean mixture it is higher, and you can see from here also the thermal efficiency versus weak, it is weak side, this is the rich side, so mixture strength. The air standard efficiency does not depend upon the fuel air mixture, the working substance only air, but for fuel air cycle the variation is like this. And actual is some which assumes some more assumptions also, it will be discussed in later lecture. So, the maximum power second. So, maximum power is at 10% rich mixture. This is because in addition to higher specific heats and chemical equilibrium losses. So, here the chemical correct ratio. So, here for this is the diagram for cycle power, air standard is like this, and for other actual cycle it is like this. So, the maximum power is at 10% rich mixture. So, when we get the maximum power, when the mixture is 10% rich, that is why in uphill side we need more power. So, the rich mixture is, we needed rich mixture. So, maximum power is achieved at 10% rich power, and maximum, when we achieve the maximum temperature, maximum cycle temperature is reached at slightly rich mixture temperature. Where maximum pressure is achieved, maximum cycle pressure reached at slightly rich mixture strength 120%, means 20% richer mixture. So, when we get the maximum pressure of in the cycle, when we use 20% rich mixture, these are the data of experimental analysis. Now, the maximum exhaust temperature, exhaust matlab exhaust gas temperature. So, it is at the chemically correct fuel ratio. So, maximum exhaust temperature is at the, if we use the stoichiometric air fuel ratio, then we get the chemically correct, then we get the maximum exhaust temperature, and the mean effective pressure is achieved at richer mixture, because the maximum pressure is achieved at richer. So, if the pressure cycle in the cycle maximum pressure is achieved at richer pressure, so mean effective pressure is the average of all the pressures. So, it is also at the rich mixture. Now, this is the relation for effect of variable specific heat on Otto cycle. So, it is a numerical problem. So, what is the effect of what is the effect of variable specific heat on Otto cycle? So, till now we have discussed it theoretically. Now, numerically I will show you how the change in specific heat affects the efficiency of the cycle. So, the problem is, what is the effect of percentage change in the efficiency of Otto cycle having a compression ratio of 7 if the specific heat at constant volume increases by 1% solution. The Otto cycle efficiency, we know that it is given by 1 minus 1 upon R to power gamma minus 1, where R is the compression ratio. What is R? R, if we draw a PV diagram, Let at this point volume is V 1, volume is here, volume is V 2. So, R is the volume V 1 upon P 2, and gamma is the value of the working substance which we are using. So, which working substance we are using? We are not using here air, we are using a gas or a mixture of gases which is having variable specific heat at different temperatures. So, we have to evaluate the effect of that, we have to evaluate the numerical analysis of that. So, we know that the Otto cycle efficiency is equal to 1 minus 1 upon R2 of gamma minus 1, where gamma is equal to Cp upon Cv, and we know that Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So, from here gamma minus 1 can be calculated as Cp minus Cv is equal to R, or you can write it as Cp upon Cv minus 1 is equal to R, and Cp upon Cv is nothing only the gamma. So, gamma minus 1 is equal to R upon Cv, minus 1 is equal to R upon Cv. So, from here this comes out, gamma minus 1 is equal to R upon Cv. So, eta is equal to 1 minus 1 upon R. So, value of gamma minus 1, this gamma minus 1 is equal to R upon Cv, we put here R upon Cv, or we are rearrange this equation, 1 minus eta is equal to R to the power minus R upon Cv. Now, we will take the natural log of both side, natural log of 1 minus eta is equal to minus R upon Cv natural R. Now, we differentiate it, it is only simple integration. So, if you integrate it, so minus 1 upon 1 minus eta into change in value of d eta is equal to minus become plus R upon Cv to the power square natural log into d Cv. Now, you rearrange these values, d eta is equal to 1 minus eta R natural log R upon Cv square into d Cv. Let this equation is this equation eta is equal to so let take it as any A equation. So, d eta is equal to this. Now, divide d eta upon eta, eta is the efficiency, this efficiency upon eta 1 minus eta gamma minus 1 upon eta natural log d Cv upon Cv. So, eta is equal to here, from here you can evaluate the value of d eta over eta, you can evaluate eta for, because here the compression ratio is given to you 7. So, for the value of 7, eta is equal to 1 minus 7 to our 1.4 minus 1, it comes out 0.54. You put the value of this. So, here the d eta over eta comes out, you will evaluate this, comes out d eta over eta is equal to minus 0.663. It means the efficiency is decreases. So, from this diagram a simple relation can show you, with the help of this simple relation we can evaluate the effect of specific heat on the value of eta, because Cv is increasing with the rise of temperature and eta is decreased. From this relation we can see. So, this was all about of this lecture, and hope you understand, because in today's lecture I have explained you what is the basic difference between air standard cycle efficiency and fuel air cycle efficiency. Thank you so much.